Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been your true dad, and welcome to Parkitect. Now, if you've been around for a while or you've got a very good memory, you may recall we featured Parkitect on the channel before, but that was a long time ago when it first became available to the public in its very early alphas. A lot of work has been done since then, and this game has finally had its actual full release very recently indeed, so this was always a wonderful game. It was a great game, even in its early alphas. Basically, it's just a classic park builder, like RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 of yesteryear. A wonderful, lovely experience I absolutely flippin' adored. I cannot wait to see what shape it's in these days. So, welcome to Maple Meadows. This is just the first little mission of the actual new campaign mode that was added in the actual proper release. And yeah, it's a small little park. It's not got a huge amount of space though. Yeah, you can buy this land over here to slightly expand it down the line. Just got to get 200 people into this park. Get a little bonus if you manage to do it by the end of year one. But games like this, I'm never in a rush, alright? These are my happy, relaxing games. I flippin' love park builders, but they are my happy, relaxing space. And that means, for me, it's all about making it look nice. So, you know, guests come in here, they walk in this direction, this is the beginning of the path. But, honestly, that's not very pretty, is it? It's not even flipping symmetrical. No, we can do better than that. Now, you see that there? Couple of little flowers, some fountains, nice place to sit, and some jumping fountains, of course, very important. Just provide a little bit of magic as guests actually enter the park. I always love jumping fountains in theme parks. They're absolutely marvellous. I absolutely flipping adore them. So yeah, a bunch of them, all synchronized together. But there's also the paint tool. I like the paint tool. It means you can basically just, you know, obviously paint whatever the hell you feel like it. So if I think those flowers aren't looking particularly good, I can just say, actually, you know what? I would prefer those flowers to be red. Or better yet, of course, actually just pick any colour of my choosing. That looks like a good hot fuchsia. I do love a good hot fuchsia. And there we go. We've got some lovely hot fuchsia flowers. Mix those in with a nice bit of yellow. I think those work well together. And of course I can use the colour picker to just basically pick anything I want. So if I want my flowers to literally match the path, I can do that. But I probably shouldn't do that because that looks awful. Now, let's get some rides down here, just so you know, when people do show up, they've actually got, you know, something to use and pay for and all of that business. So, just some nice, simple, gentle stuff, because, you know, you want some nice traditional fairground fare for when people actually show up. So, a nice Ferris wheel over this side. I think that would actually work pretty nicely. So, we just need to, yeah, give that a nice little entrance and an exit, and that can basically just feed with paths over in this direction. And over on the other side, I'll take care of the actual paths in a second. Ooh, a spiral slide. So yeah, you've kind of got two elevated things right at the beginning. They're not exactly symmetrical, but they're like sort of symmetrical in a way. In fact, actually, hang on. The center of this thing, the actual central point, the highest bit, is like, that's about in line with the flower bed there. So that would suggest I ought to put this one about here. And also this one is, yeah, 1 square beyond the flower bed. So if I were to put that, no, one further, because yeah, it's 2 away from the flower bed and then the actual stalls make 1. So if that were to go about here-ish, that probably will look like a decent matching pair, I would say. So all of that goes there, very nice indeed, except we need to make the paths match up, because right now it doesn't really look like it matches. So okay, get myself a little bit of dirt road here to go to here, and the game will automatically update to say, okay, I see what you're doing there. This is part of the dirt theming, so therefore the ground of the actual ride will be dirt style as well. Spot on. Go over to cues, and then we just, yeah, we can actually specify what colour we want things to be. I'm happy with kind of the red colour theme here. This thing does not need much in the way of cue, so we can just basically have these out to here, spot, flip it on, and I'd say that actually works. Yeah, that works pretty nicely. In fact, I might want to use up some of this space, actually putting up some trees, because this here is staff stuff. People don't like seeing that, so what I probably want to do is I want to put a few trees around the back here, just to slightly block the view of that. So, let's see what we've got in terms of trees that we can work with here. Here we go, nice blobby tree. And yeah, unlike in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, you can just put these anywhere, spin them around, put them where you want. But if you want to actually have them properly snapped to a grid, you can. You just hold left alt, and yeah, you can actually have them properly snapped to a grid. If you want to make sure something's symmetrical, for example. But for the time time being, I'm pretty happy with these just being kind of, yeah, close together here. So that kind of blocks the view there, which is kind of nice. And then, yeah, there's a bunch of maple trees outside. So we can have, like, just a few more of them dotted about along here. And that should, yeah, block the view of anyone who's actually on the actual slide, which I'd say works very, very nicely indeed. Now, make sure we've also got ourselves some bins down if anyone actually has any rubbish they need to throw away. We won't actually have them blocking the fountains, though. I'll have, like, yeah, a couple up here. That should be more than enough for the time being. And, yeah, I do like things in matching pairs, just so paths are always symmetrical. So that's probably fair enough for me to actually crack open the park at this point. That should be enough for people to actually, like, you know, show up and use the thing. Now, do I actually charge people for this ride, or am I just charging people for... I think I'm just charging people... No, I am charging people for entry, and I'm charging them for the ride. So, $1.50. This is probably fine to just be opened, to be honest. We probably need to test this thing. It's, well, I probably should test this thing, actually. Right, don't let me actually in control of, like, an actual theme park, because I will just open rides without testing them, which is probably bad. And here we go. We've got our first few guests floating in. So this guy, I think, has just actually been on the spiral slide. Yep, he loves the spiral slide. It's awesome. And this guy's just waiting to get on the actual Ferris wheel. Oh, yeah, people are just flooding in to my amazing park. I've slightly redone the flowers to make them completely symmetrical. This is lovely. Oh, are you wearing a pug backpack? I think you're wearing a pug backpack. Yes, you are indeed wearing a pugly pack. Marvellous. And go on then, let's have the Ferris wheel actually make some traditional band organ music. Beautiful. Minimum waiting time, maximum waiting time. Yeah, actually wait for any, but with a maximum waiting time of 30 seconds, minimum of 5. I'm happy for this thing to be running with barely any people on it if need be. Now, that's good as a starting point, but that's just the introduction, where there's some nice flowers and some fountains, and etc, 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 everything's lovely. Now we get into the interesting thing, because now I want to start theming. In particular, I want to have myself a bit of water dotted around here. And luckily, terraforming is very, very cheap indeed. So let's just quickly make myself, yeah, a bit of a nice lake to work with here. It doesn't need to be huge, just, you know, a decent size. Then I'll just, like, slightly decrease the size of the brush just to make it look a little bit more kind of organic. We'll have a little bit that goes up here, and like a tiny bit more down right there. A little bit that goes back up over here. Actually, that looks worse. Hang on. There we go. That'll be better. And once I'm happy with that, just select the water tool, and right there, we've got ourselves some water. Beautiful. So now, I've got myself a lake. Alright, a few tweaks later, I think I know what I want to do, which is, I want this path to actually, yeah, I want that to split in two. Alright, because I've got myself a plan here, which is the bridge just goes out here, but then if it were to go this way, and then were to go down, what we can actually have is a really awesome underwater tunnel. Alright, so we just head underwater right now, and I'll need to actually change the land a bit, just so it actually doesn't go into a tunnel. It stays as a glass tunnel, because yeah, I want this to be a really awesome little underwater stroll. There we go, just move that out of the way, and we've now got ourselves a really awesome little underwater tunnel for people to walk through. But I think we can do better with the theming than that. Here we go. If I just make this deep enough, I can actually have myself a whale down here to greet the people in the underwater tunnel. There we go. One great big underwater whale. We can also just put down, yeah, a couple of underwater vases. There's probably some form of, like, seaweed we can use as well. There we go. Some ivy and some long grass together will actually do the job very well. But right now, yeah, that's technically still the green grass. So we need to change that over just in terms of terrain to something like sand. Sand would work much better. So we can create like a little beach here. That's lovely. Then we can just paint the bottom of the lake bed in sand and maybe some gravel at the bottom. We'll see. There we go. Now these guys and these guys have something much nicer to look at because they've got all the water right here. Then we can add just like a couple of little details just yet. I think I actually saw, hang on, I saw in props there was a raft. Ooh, and some other stuff too. Okay, this is good. This is good stuff. So we probably want to have, like, yeah, a nice raft chilling out right there. And some palm trees for the beach. Yeah, that's the stuff right there. We're going to create a little beach environment right here. And for that, obviously, we're going to be needing some palm trees all around the outside. I think we've got some other palms as well. Yeah, some slightly different shaped ones, just to provide a little bit of variety right there. Spot on. Little cluster of them all together over here and over here. Nice. I might actually extend the beach a little bit over in this direction. Yeah, the game also lets you paint the terrain outside of the actual park, just to make sure your theming doesn't get messed up just by the fact that, yeah, you don't technically own the land or what have you. So yeah, if you just want to slightly extend the beach over here, that's all absolutely fine. Lovely. And actually, ooh, if we have a beach here, then it will make sense for this back here to be like jungle. If we like had some quite thick forest here to kind of, yeah, from the guest point of view, so this doesn't look like it's just kind of a bit artificial. If I just create some fake jungle here, that would actually work pretty nicely. So I need some trees to look a bit more, ooh, the willow tree. Okay, that's not technically a jungle thing, but it kind of looks a bit jungly. Okay, so I've spent quite a lot of money on these willows, together with, yeah, just some rocks and some long reeds just for flavour. But I think the end result is pretty nice, my little lagoon here. And it's not going to be purely aesthetic, alright? I've got a plan, which is I want to put something right in the flipping middle of it. And what I quite like is the wipeout. It's kind of circular, so I feel like if I kind of dress it up correctly, it'll look like a tiny bit, like it's like a cabin floating on the water, and then I can have it like, you know, at the end of a pier or something. So if I put that there, for example, and then we just make sure we dress it correctly when the time is right, I need a path that's like all the way around it. You see, unlike in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, entrances and exits are very happy to kind of bend around corners. So that means what I can do here is go for just a normal path here, put that here, and that thing bends round to actually work. So now I can put this round to here and have an entrance to right there. So now I've got a path surrounding this whole thing. Do I actually want to, I might want to change up the colours potentially, but I'll look at that in a second. But yeah, now we've got a thrill ride right in the middle here, which I think is very, very cool indeed, where it's like 100% surrounded by paths. And if I just, yeah, actually take the colour off the path here and colour this path, actually, we've got something that sort of works there. Maybe I'll have that as like a white instead, or maybe just like a slightly more gentle brown. Hang on, if we just had something that was more like a, yeah, just a gentle orange of some description, that might work. And yeah, there we go. Now it actually works, kind of fitting in to the rest of it. So now it looks like it's the same kind of path all the way around it, which I think works really nicely. And that also means we can actually have a path off this kind of little pier cabin thing, leading off in this direction to something new over there. We go. That's much flipping better. Now, obviously, we need to change the colours of this thing to kind of, yeah, suit where it is. So it's going to kind of need to be like, yeah, a dark brown, with the secondary colour being, could be like a green actually, could be like, yeah, vaguely natural. That's kind of nice. And what's this bit? This is that bit in the middle, so that can probably be a darker brown right over there, spot on. Now, we are admittedly losing a bit of money right now because I've spent a huge amount of money on theming and rides and whatnot, but I think you can agree it's 100% flipping worth it, alright? I've spent the first month just decorating, but it's so 100 flipping % worth it, yes. Oh, look at that. That's my mechanic who's probably too tired to work right now. That's fine. He just needs to nip over to the staff room and have a little bit of a nap, and then that'll be absolutely fine. And ooh, people are just loving that thing. But guys, come over here. We've got a thrill ride for you. Or at least like we would do if I opened it. Now it's open. Now you can come and check it out. Oh, that reminds me, by the way, we should probably spend more money on like research teams to get new rides in. Come, thrill. You know what? I'd like a water ride, please. Please spend some money on some water rides. That'd be very, very lovely indeed. I would love to actually, yeah, have something watery to maybe go in this space right here. That'd be kind of cool. I think I've got like one ride I can use right now where it's like just little boats on a track. But I'd rather have something a bit more exciting. Oh, I never put anything on the raft. Hang on, I need to find something to put on the raft. Also, tragically, it would appear there's no water rides I can research. Fine, thrill rides it is. Thrill rides are fun. Oh, it's raining. Quickly, gouge people for umbrellas. Where's the umbrella store? Oh, look at the lights. Everything lights up when it's dark or rainy. Oh, that's really cool. And I actually get to set the colour of the lights as well. Ooh. Oh, that's lovely. No. I want some lovely, oh yeah, hot pink lights. Actually, you know what? I think it looks better. Yeah, just with a hint of pink. Just the slightest hint of pink there. Oh, that's nice. That was not in the version I played originally. But yeah, the lights look really nice now. And you can actually like determine what colours on each ride. And if there's multiple lights, you actually get to specify. Oh, I love it. I just love this game so much. Right, we need some food and drink. If we can't sell people umbrellas, we need food and drink. And I think, yeah, on the beachfront down here, that'd be a really nice place to actually have some food and drink set up. Now, fun thing by the way, food just doesn't magically constantly appear inside these stalls forever. Instead, they start off out of stock, which means the hauler has to actually deliver stuff. So the hauler has to basically go over to your stock room, grab the stuff, and deliver it over here. Until he's done that, nothing gets sold. So yeah, there wasn't really something that was in the old RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, but that's absolutely fine. And, hello, what's the problem here? There is nodding on new guests until the thunderstorm is. It's fine, they probably won't be struck by lightning. Never mind, the Ferris wheel was struck by lightning, but it does appear that no one's dead as far as I can see, so that's probably fine. If you want to get right into the micromanagement, by the way, this is your flipping game. So yeah, that guy just actually delivered some, I think he delivered the fruit to the fruit stall. But the fruit juice stall needs access to cups, sugar, and fruit. So they've delivered the fruit, but there's no sugar and there's no cups right now. So they're still not open for business. So he's got to go and deliver all three of those. And of course, the rate at which they burn through those ingredients depends on how generous you are. So I could cut down the sugar content of the fruit juice, which might make it less desirable, but also means there needs to be less deliveries, and also the profit margin is potentially a bit more optimal. And yeah, the burgers even more so. Those guys need access to condiments, to salt, to potatoes just for the fries. The hamburgers needs buns, meats, vegetables, and cheese and condiments. But of course, I could actually turn those down or indeed off if I wanted to actually make it easier to keep service. You know what? I'm probably just going to hire an extra hauler, because otherwise this might take a while. So, one extra hauler, please. Marvellous. We'll just put him down there, and he can get straight on with, yep, grabbing some fries or potatoes or whatever, and it actually says on the box what he's delivering. Marvellous. On the plus side, yeah, it's no longer a thunderstorm, and it would appear the mechanics fixed that by himself, so marvellous, and now everyone's getting back on the rides. Yay! Right, let's just do a quick bit of visualization too, because it wouldn't be a park builder if there weren't visualizations. So, decorations, and yeah, that bit's all pretty decent. Apparently, there's not enough decorations around here. Right, okay, do flowers not count as decorations in that case? I'm going to guess not. Ah, rain protection. People are happier if they're in the underground tunnel while it's raining, because then they don't get wet. Trash problems if there are any, but that seems to be fine. Vandalism problems, marvellous. And of course we can see whether people are happy or sad. That guy seems sad. Possibly they've been trapped on that Ferris wheel for quite a long time. It's hard to say. Right, let's just actually pick a sad person. Why are you sad, precisely? I want to go on Wipeout. There are no medium intensity rides. Ah, I see. So, the reason he's sad is he thinks Spiral Slide is overpriced. He didn't like the fact that he saw a hauler hauling some stuff, because yeah, guests don't like seeing the actual mechanics of the park working, so he saw someone carrying around some boxes and he didn't like that, and he also didn't like the fact that these things were a little bit too gentle for his taste, but he likes this, so he does want to go on Wipeout. So it feels like a few people are a bit sad about this right now, so satisfaction 58%. Right, I am seeing people saying this is too expensive. I'm going to make it just a tiny bit cheaper, just to try and persuade people. This, however, people seem happy about. It was awesome, I want to go on Wipeout. Fine, you fools, that means you have to pay more to get on it. And here we go, the fruit juice stall is finally open, meaning now all the haulers are working on the actual burgers. So, if I want to be sneaky, what I could actually do is create a little back route for my haulers to utilise, because they will always try and use staff paths if they can, rather than using the public footpath. So what I could theoretically do, this is probably going to look a bit scruffy because I don't actually plan for it, but yeah, I can probably make this happen. If I were to want to, I could create a little staff path that's right here, and then make that go underground. Alright, so, no, that's not a staff path, that's a normal path. No, staff path, go underground, 2 levels should be fine. Then I can just basically say, you guys go under here, turn this way. Alright, then come up 2 levels. No, that was fine. That's all absolutely fine. So now, whenever the actual haulers need to deliver food to these 2 spots, they will not walk along this path right here. Instead, they'll come over here, pick up the actual crates they need, bring them in the underground path, and bring them over to here instead, which will be much, much better from the guest point of view, because it means all the guests that are chilling out around here will not see people with crates in this part of the world. They'll just see them if they happen to be passing by right here. So that should work much better, though there is this slightly ugly bit here, but I'm sure it's fine. In fact, let's just quickly check on the overall guest thoughts here. So, the Ferris wheel is taking forever. Fine, so some people are sad because they're stuck on the Ferris wheel for too long. Some things never changed from RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. There's no high-intensity rides around here. I want to go on Wipeout. The park entrance fee is a good deal. Can't they carry the resource crates? Don't worry, I've sorted that out. But thank you for the reminder. We should now be gouging you a bit more on the entry fee. Let's put that right up to $3 just to enter. Marvellous. But you know what, guys? You are not wrong. You're not wrong that we do need a high-intensity ride. And I'd say this corner would be just flipping perfect for that. Because what I really hate is, yeah, roller coaster where the up bit is just, like, floating in the air. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and make, like, a little hill over here that the roller coaster can, like, work its way up. Because I think that should look much nicer. So, back to terraforming. Oh, flip, we've got a group of vandals roaming the park. Right, that probably means we need ourselves a security guard at some point then. So, you can be hired, my good man. Down you go. Go get those roaming band of vandals. And he is... Oh, he's going to catch a vandal. Who's the vandal? Where's the vandal? Go get the bastard. Make sure he doesn't vandalize the underwater tunnel, by the way. Otherwise, a lot of people will die. Oh, I see him. I see him. He just knocked a flipping bin over. Go get him, Steve. No. No, Steve. That's totally the wrong direction. You literally just saw him knock over a bin and then run in this direction. That's right. Get him before he knocks over the bin. And... you just walked straight past him, Steve. You're the worst security guard. Ah, and that's how vandalized stuff gets fixed. The mechanic will do that. It's just, yeah, it takes him a little time to get there. If I want to, I can do it manually, just by going around here and laying down new ones over the top if I just want to pay for it. So, say hello to my little mountain. It's not exactly huge, but yeah, just created a bit of land, dropped some rocks about it, put a bit of snow and a tiny bit of water up the top. So, what I plan to do is, yeah, run the roller coaster up the side of that, and then I can just actually make it go, yeah, around and through and have some tunnels through it, which I think will be very, very cool indeed. So, let's just say as a starting point, yeah, we're just going to have a bunch of station pieces right here. It's a whole bunch of stations. How long can the station be? Oh, the station can be very, very long indeed. Sorry, I'm used to the old days of RollerCoaster Tycoon where there was like a maximum station length and you couldn't go any further. Right, so probably what we've got there is... oh, hang on. Who says... ah... who flipping says the station needs to be, yeah, fully above ground? We could actually have the exit partly underground. Alright, this is only a mini coaster, so it's not exactly going to be thrilling, but it'll do as a starting point. Yeah, this little convenient ghost car shows you how it's doing without actually testing it. So, yeah, we can't do much in the way of slopes, to be honest, which is fine. But, oh, that's too high for the support. Okay, I might need to slightly tweak this a little bit. Because sure, it's a mini coaster, and thus it can only be so high. But, if I actually get it up onto the top of a hill here, and I see the problem there. This piece here needs to be... yeah, that piece there needs to officially have some actual, yeah, motorized chains attached to it. So, now the train comes roaring down the side of the mountain, through the jungle, will actually be seen by the guests as they're actually coming along the pier here, which I'd say is very, very cool indeed. Then we probably want it to, yeah, spin round at this point, so that's probably good enough. So, flatten that out, and then we want it to turn And yeah, for safety, we probably want that to actually be, yeah, having a bit of an angle to it. So it's like a bit just banked. Because this is going to have actually picked up a surprising amount of speed for a mini coaster. Alright, then we just straighten her out. One more over there. Straighten that back out to 0 degrees. Alright, dives back in the jungle and then goes underground and turns, continuing to decline. So down to 2 3/8, 2 1/8. Make it go one more along so it's not lined up with this bit. And now we can probably make them go, you know, we should probably actually have those banked. That should definitely be banked just for safety. So have that banked like that just to make sure it's, you know, a bit of a nice smooth ride. One more. Turn it round there. Now it's at the height of 3, which is the same height it's going to need to be ultimately. Make it straight now in that direction. And now we can probably bring it back up again. So now it's back above land. Very, very nice indeed. So let's just keep an eye on the little ghost car right now. I can't see its exact speed, but I can see, yeah, this is going to have picked up more speed than people are probably going to be expecting out of a mini coaster. So around there, banked corner, in we go, bank again. I'll probably build up the ground a bit to cover up those tunnels just to make it look a bit more presentable. And then what we should probably do is, yeah, we need a bit more of an up to it. So I'll probably have it go like, yeah, up over the top, then back down over here, and then we'll probably just have it, yeah, loop inside the actual mountain, and then it can just come over here and join up at the end. Ah, wait, the problem is, yeah, the support heights. So rather than looping over the top, we'll probably loop round this way, ideally, so the two carriages will actually, yeah, one will be on here, while one's on here. That'd be cool if that ever happened. So just have that, like, around there. Instead of this thing, loop round here, and then here. Too high for support, but we can fix that. We can just slightly increase the height of this land, just to make sure everything's as it should be. So that's now up to 5 3/8. So 6 3/4 is how high it gets at the beginning. So let's just make sure it does actually safely make that. No, so don't go up any further. That is, yeah, it's definitely still got some speed at that point. But at that point, we want it to flatten out, to be honest. So that should flatten out there and then start going down again. And then it can go back into the mountain for one final cool little underground bit. So, banked corner in the dark underground, and then we're probably in a position to, yeah, bring her up a little bit, just up to a height of 3, and that can just be, yeah, straighten her up, and then, hang on, 0 degrees, 1, 2, and 3, bit more than that, actually, sorry, didn't realise we were quite so far underground, needs to be at, yeah, 3, so just bring it up a little bit, that's 3, there we go, there's 3. So now, bring her around in this direction. I think that should be in the right spot. If I just bring that forward, yeah, that actually syncs up at that point. So don't do that. Instead, at that point, we're going to be wanting it to be station, station, and station. And there we go. We got ourselves a mini coaster. Now, do not actually, set it up yet. Instead, we need to do a little bit of cleanup here. So just with the actual, there we go, raise the land around here, just so we can actually cover up all of this business. This needs to be lowered. Ah, okay, what if I just, okay, I'm just going to raise up this one tile, even though it looks a little bit on the ugly side, purely to make sure that, yeah, that actually gets covered up. And then this bit over here, go back over to lifting up the surrounding area. That should be fine. Okay, and then if I just raise this tunnel up by itself. Yeah, that's fine. That looks fine there. That looks fine over there, probably. I might just slightly raise that just to make it look a little bit better. Now, let's actually try this thing out with some nice techno music as well. Want it actually going on here. In terms of, ooh, graphs. Negative vertical G's and positive vertical G's. Nice. Okay, hang on. What else do we need to do here? Do we need to set mini coaster cars? That's the only option I've got. Fine. Okay. So cars per train. Trains 3 out of 3. So I can get 18 cars like that, or I can get myself 18 like that. Fine. In which case we'll have 3 trains of 6, just so there's more doing the rounds. Though actually, Would I be allowed? No, it's 3 out of 3 anyway. Would I be? Ooh. But that's only 16 cars total. But I would prefer, you know, I'm going to try it with more. Because I'd like them to kind of, yeah, cross around each other a bit more. So let's try it like that. Put that into testing, please. Thank you. Oh, is that the techno music? Oh, I don't have the techno music. Try different techno music. Okay, that's more acceptable. That's more acceptable. They've actually got crash test dummies inside them. That's wonderful. Right, so we can have a little look-see at what this thing is doing right now. We can follow that. Marvelous. But you know, we'll just check out what it's doing later. All right, we can get some more data as time goes by. In fact, here we go. Vertical G-forces. Give me velocity. Actually, what's this in, by the way? Is this kilometers an hour? I don't know what this is in. So there is some, yeah, there's some high velocity. Ooh. Up to 50 kilometers an hour. That's not that fast, but like it's moderately fast. It's not terrible. So this thing just goes on its merry way, heads underground over there. There's a problem, but I don't care. I'm making a roller coaster right now, so it's fine. There we go. That's, oh yeah. That's what I flippin' want right there. Up to, okay, this chart could be a little bit more helpful. Is that up to nearly 70 kilometers an hour? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted here. Max 60. You know what? That's fine. That's absolutely flippin' fine. And I've got myself a swinging ship. That's literally perfect for in the middle of the bay. Oh, that's amazing. That's actually really good. Right, okay. Hang on. I need to actually lay out like the paths for this thing first. Okay, so the way it's going to work is we're going to have this dirt path around here is going to be like a really nice walk along the beach. Right, that's going to be lovely right there. So we're just going to have this lovely walk along the beach for the actual customers. That's nice. Though actually, I'm just going to slightly raise this one tiny bit of land. So that's actually, there we go, just so that actually matches. We also need to have, yeah, an exit area over here and a big queuing area over here. So let's just quickly sort that out. Also, I just spotted this really nice wooden style of queue pathway that would work really nicely up here as well. So, alright, I might make some changes over here to match that, because that actually works pretty well. Right, give me some information here. This is high excitement, medium intensity, very low nausea. Spot on. Oh, and I just spotted these paper lanterns that I can, like, hang up and, like, pretend they're going between the trees and whatever. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. We'll have, like, paper lanterns strung up in the forest. And with a bit of creative pathing, I've finally looped the actual lagoon here. Spot on. Okay, I'd say this thing is ready to be opened. Mainly as we are, yeah, we're losing quite a lot of money right now. Quite a lot. So this has got to be, no, this is worth more than $150. All right, this is worth at least $3. All right, so everybody pile on. This thing's awesome. In fact, you know what? No, we're investing. We're investing in this. All right, I would like to advertise a particular attraction. The attraction is going to be, yeah, this old girl right here, the mini coasters. That can be for 6 months. Put it on TV. Put it on flipping TV. Yeah, spend $2,000. That's fine. Get people in the park. They want this. They so want this. And, oh, hang on. We've got some food right here. Oh, we should have more food here. This would be a lovely spot for food. Right, slap it all down. Yes. We can sell pretzels here as well. Oh, that's spot on. Now, some people might say I'm losing money at a catastrophic rate right now. I would say I'm investing aggressively in my future success. Boom. Let's spend some more money because the most exciting thing of all, I'm pretty sure I saw swing ship. And obviously, what could possibly deserve to be in the bay more than a swinging ship? Oh, abso-flippin'-lutely. Right, so, where's the dock going to be? Because this spot here, this could be quite nice, actually. Yeah, I think that's actually a very healthy little spot for it right there. I don't really like it being on top of the tunnel. I'd rather it be a bit more, yeah, like over here. So, for people who come over here, if they don't want to be on the roller coaster, they can actually, oh, yeah. Oh, that's so spot on. This is 100% right here. So, we can actually have that, yeah, over here, like little entrance. Lovely. But should we have it more... I could have it as, like, a pier. That'd be kind of nice, but then people would actually have to walk up the pier to get to the... Ooh, you see, I'd love to have it as like the exit has a pier and then the entrance just feeds into the pier exit. Also, why is there a Pokeball on the side of this ship? I don't know. Right, okay. All vandals have left the park. Good. Good job, security guard Steve. Well done. I'll just have a double entrance. It'll be fine. So yeah, we can just have ourselves like a little thing right over here. Right, get the paths ready. Once again, we'll go for the wooden style because that's kind of what we're doing in this park. Lovely. Then... this doesn't need a huge... yeah, this doesn't really... actually, you know what? No. Move the entrance, 1, to this direction. Because then I can have an extra hex of path without actually the pier being, like, changing its position at all. So go over to the actual queue here. And I like, yeah, this style. This style right here. So bring that to here. No, bring it to... I'd like it to point in this direction, please. Yeah, okay. Right, well, that's still a problem. Fine, that was always a bit awkward when you couldn't actually make the actual queue point where you wanted it to point. That has never not been an issue in theme park builders. Right, move that here. Job done. Right, this can just be opened straight away. Just crack it open. It's a ship. It's fine. Ooh, can it actually sing a pirate melody of some description? Because I really think it should be able to. It really needs some form of, like, pirate theme, pirate theme, pirate theme, pirate theme, pirate theme. No, why is there medieval and western but not... ooh, coffee pirates! I don't know what coffee pirates are, but yes, we're going for that. Yeah, that's nice. I'll take that. That works for me. Now, what are people thinking? Ooh, they're thinking it's a really good deal. Marvellous. That means we can gouge them quite significantly yet. In fact, you know what? We should probably go over to people in general. What are you thinking? The park entrance fees. Oh, it really is. You're not kidding. You are really not kidding. Fruit juice is good. Mini coaster, good deal. Ferris wheels taking forever. Can't they carry these resources? Yeah, some people are being annoyed right now because resources are being carried over to this side of the park. So people are seeing it, unfortunately. But building underground tunnels all the way over here, that'd be difficult. Yeah, there's also another problem, by the way, which is trash. Trash doesn't just get magically deleted by someone clearing out the bins anymore. Instead, when trash gets picked up, it needs to get taken all the way back over here to be dumped into... there it is, the little trash thing. But I can create trash drop-off points, but guests don't like seeing it, and those need to be connected via underground trash pipes to this area. So that's probably quite expensive. I'll probably just for the time being make do with there we go. And I think the pretzels are open too. Be flipping beautiful. So food area number 1, food area number 2. Probably this should be 1 to be honest because it was there first. I still would like something on the water over here though. Go on then, the Calm River Ride. Does that actually work if I actually put it like on top of water? I just want to see what this actually looks like if it's on water. It looks kind of weird, doesn't it? It shouldn't actually be on water because, like, it's in the water. Can it go into the water? Can it actually do that? Is that allowed? Hang on. No, that just looks really weird if I try and put it on the water. What I really need is, like, one of those boat tires or something from RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. That'd be marvellous. Alright, quick bit of visualization here. Everyone's happy, apart from the people who get themselves trapped on the Ferris wheel because it takes bloody forever. Gotcha. So happiness is looking good. Tiredness is looking fine. We've got plenty of benches floating around here. People are not desperately hungry. That guy's a bit on the hungry side, but yeah, food stalls are now well set up. Thirst is looking fine. I love the visualization. Data visualization is the best thing. Yep, toilets are everywhere. That's fine. No severe nausea. There really flipping shouldn't be. That's all absolutely fine. And, immersion could do with some improvement. So I need to do a better job with some set dressing right now. People aren't feeling like this place is well decorated enough. There we go. I've made some improvements here. Just slapped around a few extra bits of, yeah, some nice little vases and some lights and whatever. And people's immersion rating does seem to be slowly ticking upwards, which is marvellous. Because, yeah, that was the only thing that was really ruining it. But, yeah, bad decoration rating. Toilets. Toilets need to be kind of hidden a bit back from the path. And the problem over on this part of the world is no matter what I build here to make things look a bit nice, because, yeah, I've built this nice tower here, is it's this tunnel. This tunnel that comes up that people are coming through. Sure, it means people aren't seen wandering around with crates, but they are seeing the actual tunnel pop up. So that is sadly annoying people in this part of the world. Right, October of year 1, and I think this game just basically runs all year round. So I need to get up to 200 guests by the end of this year if I want to actually get the bonus objective. We've got ourselves, yeah, I'd say some really nice stuff going on here. Sure, there's a bunch of space to expand to over here, but this little area, this is nice. Alright, don't deny, this is nice. Little kind of quaint area with a bunch of gentle rides and some flowers to introduce you. Bit of food and drink if that's what you want. Over to this lovely water area where there's the underwater walk with all the seaweed and the whale. Or there's little kind of floating cabin wild ride right there. It's very, very nice indeed. There's the ship. You can watch the ship from here, which is really cool. There's actually, like, you know, a not bad mini coaster. Like, that's faster and more exciting than a mini coaster has any flipping ride to be. A few more flowers over there. Bunch of theming has just been dropped in as well. Here we go, up to 155. Oh no. Now, why is it not going up? Right, I need to spend more money on advertising. Just blow, like, the entire budget on advertising. Alright, television and radio campaigns are currently on. Oh, look at them. Look at them all come. Yes, that's right, you stupid sheep. Get in my park. Get in my park. Pay my extremely good $10 entrance fee. Do you think that's good value, by the way? Is anyone thinking this is... Oh. Are you thinking that's not good value? Is that what... Uh-oh! That's the problem! That's the problem right flipping there! I'm charging too much for entry! Go, go, lower the price, lower the price, lower the price! Get everyone inside! Alright, I personally thought $10 was a flipping steal. But if that's actually keeping people out of my park, I see how that's a problem. Yes, is $7 okay? Yeah, $7 is okay. Right, let's knock that up to $7.50. See if any of these people turn right around again. I mean, seriously, would you drive all the way out to a theme park and then say, as you actually enter, you know what, $10 is a bit steep. I guess we'll just drive home again. You spent more than that on gas just getting here, you bastards. Oh, but in they all come to my beautiful little properly themed front area. Built this little tower here. Just as you know, a little point of interest. Bunch of people coming in. Get out of the way, please. Get your pug backpack out of everyone's way. And 196, 97, 98, and we are going to have done it because it is November. Unlike RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, it doesn't just actually skip forward to, March after the end of October to close for the winter. This is an all-year-round park, and I have done it. Completing all of my main objectives by the end of year one. And yay! Confetti! Does everyone... Okay, everyone's supposed to stop and clap for me, because that's the thing that happened in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. Get it the flip right. In fact, you know what? There's one important last thing to check. You, my good man, you've already spent $17. That's absolutely fine. If we, in theory, were to drop you in water, do you do a nice little drowning animation? Yes, yes you do. Fine, you know what? I'm going to rescue you, because you did do a proper little waving save me animation, so that's fine. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think you get the point. This is Parkitect, and it's basically just RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 reborn. If you loved the classic park builders, and I absolutely flipping adore the old classic park builders, yes, just get this, because... it's just lovely. It's my relaxing, happy place. It's flipping great. This is just the first tiny area, and it just does everything right. The people are distinctive at a glance. You can know what they're doing. The landscaping is super cheap, so if you want to, like, you know, create big lakes or big hills, that's not prohibitively expensive, which it kind of was in the original RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, so that's actually a really nice thing there. The underwater tunnels and all of the theming and how, like, you know, if you build a path up to a ride, the actual ride base takes on that color scheme. The new lighting is gorgeous. You can properly theme everything. I do actually need to kind of dig into exactly how theming and immersion works, because I feel like I've got a lot of theming dotted around here, but the guests don't seem to have particularly high immersion, so I'll need to look into exactly how all of that works. But just look at it. It's flipping gorgeous. For the right person, you're probably looking at this right now. In fact, you know what? You're not looking at this right now. You've already stopped the video, gone and bought this game, and are probably playing it, because if you're into theme park builders, Parkitect is a flipping great one. We will be seeing this again. This is going to be a live stream at some point. Absolutely no question there whatsoever. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been the just wonderful Parkitect. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.